Anderson Silva's son Khalil Silva shares unseen sparring footage ahead of Anderson's boxing match with Chael Sonnen on June 15th. As you can see in the video, despite being father and son, when it comes to sparring, the Silvas don't hold back. Dustin Poirier gives his prediction for his lightweight title fight with Islam Makhachev at UFC 302. Speaking with Ben Fowlkes of Yahoo Sports, Dustin says he sees himself knocking Islam unconscious with the referee pulling him off.
Now, I talked to Islam a couple of weeks ago. I asked him, how do you think this fight's going to go? And he had a pretty straightforward prediction. He said, we'll mix it up on the feet a little bit. I'll shoot for a takedown. Dustin will jump for the guillotine. I'll defend the guillotine, I'll punch him a couple times from the top, and then he'll give up his back, and I'll finish him. So I gotta get your response to that prediction.
I'm going to knock him unconscious, and the ref's going to be pulling me off of him.
Belal Muhammad goes off on Sean Strickland and explains why he has such a strong dislike for the former UFC middleweight champion. Speaking with the Money Loyalty Legacy podcast, Belal said he had no problem with Strickland until he recently made some distasteful comments about the situation in Palestine. Belal said Strickland is fake and that Sean will say anything just to get attention on social media.
What is your beef with Sean Strickland?
Honestly, I had no care about him at all until I posted one thing about Palestine, and it was literally like 3 years ago. Same thing, they were getting bombed, and he just commented on there when it had nothing to do with him because he likes to just put his nose into stuff and get attention. And he said something like, "They need to just give up, and they're gonna end up losing anyway. They just need to bend the knee." And it was like the stupidest statement ever, but he did it just to get attention and to get a comment out of myself. So when somebody like that who's sitting there laughing at people dying or making a joke out of it, it just shows what type of person he is. He's like a piece of trash. Recently, where he was crying on Theo Von about his dad and, well, you can't talk about my dad. Don't bring up family. That's dirty when you do it. But you're literally talking about kids that just got bombed, kids that are dying, and you're making a joke of it. But when it comes back to you, it was all fake because it was trying to get that clout. Sean Strickland has 2 million followers because they're waiting for that one stupid thing he's going to say, and he understands that now. So that's why he continues to do it, and he continues to play off that role of, I'm this crazy dude, and I'll stab you if you do anything. But he doesn't. He's not going to do anything. He's just all talk.
Ariane Carnelossi's coach Hugo Goncalves speaks on Piero Rodriguez's illegal headbutts and the DQ stoppage at UFC Vegas 92. On Instagram Live, Coach Goncalves said Rodriguez's headbutts were definitely intentional and anyone who disagrees with the stoppage can go to hell.
Então assim, gente, tá tudo bem com a gente. Eu acho que nada mais justo dela sair com a vitória. Estávamos perdendo o round, sim, tá? Mas, cara, a gente vê aqui, a gente sabe que o MMA é um esporte, entre aspas, selvagem, é um esporte violento. A gente sabe disso, só que existem regras, e regras existem para serem cumpridas. A gente não veio aqui para levar cabeçada, nem para dar cabeçada para ninguém. Não vou julgar adversário. Achei totalmente estúpido, porque foi intencional. Não foi uma coisa de momento, não foi uma coisa que escorregou, foi uma coisa intencional. Ela olhou, jogou uma vez, olhou e jogou pela segunda. Então, sim, foi intencional. Não tô nem aí pro que acham dela. Não conheço a pessoa, não conheço a equipe dela. Mas, assim, errou e que pague pelo erro. E nessa brincadeira, a gente tá voltando para casa com o nariz quebrado, com o osso da face trincado e um coágulo que sei lá quando que ela pode treinar. Então assim, cara, eu não tô nem aí pro que pensam ou deixam de pensar. Então parabéns pra Sorrisinho aí. Eu dei o primeiro round pra Sorriso, mas foi um round bem parelho. A minha instrução no intervalo ali falei, Sorriso, eu acho que você ganhou, mas não vamos se basear nisso, vamos continuar jogando. Galera, fazem 2 anos que a Sorriso não luta. A Sorriso tem 13 cirurgias desde que ela entrou no UFC. Ela entrou em 2019. Ela tem 13 cirurgias. Ela tem 9 cirurgias de coluna e 4 cirurgias de joelho. Faziam 2 anos que ela não pisava ali. Então, cara, é normal. Eu gostei muito da movimentação dela. Eu acho que ela pecou em alguns detalhes. Só que é injusto da minha parte cobrar algumas coisas. Mas principalmente agora é chegar em casa, sabe? Pensar, refletir e ver o que a gente tem que arrumar. A gente tá de volta no jogo, sabe? Ela se comportou bem, ela falou, Hugo, eu senti o gás, eu senti assim, ela tava muito bem fisicamente. Só que são 2 anos, cara, sem lutar, sem fazer isso aqui. E na boa, se você nunca lutou, faz um favor pra mim, vai pro inferno, tá? Que a sua opinião não importa.
Former BKFC fighter Tyler Goodjohn says he has evidence exposing BKFC president Dave Feldman for alleged misconduct. Tyler also slams Tyson Fury for his comments after his loss to Alexander Usyk.
How come Dave Feldman banned you from BKFC? Because Dave Feldman is a little bitch, mate. He's a mug. Just wow. Like, look, this is a podcast in itself. The way that Dave Feldman has me in all 4 of my fights, that is a podcast in itself. I'm not going to go into it fully here, but all I can say is I've got all the proof, all the evidence of everything I say. He is chatting absolute waffle, and look, his beef with me has carried over into him, into, you know, the supporters losing out. Do you know what I mean? He's carried that personal beef with me. He should just have business about him. We hate each other or whatever, but just treat me with that bit of respect that I deserve. But he won't do it because he hates me that much, because he's a little... I want to fight him. I'll come back to BKFC to fight that mug 100. I was very surprised that Fury didn't use his size, his strength more. You know, I wasn't sure who was going to win this fight. I really wasn't. You know, I thought that the size of Fury would play a bigger part. I thought he'd, you know, use his size like he did against Deontay Wilder in the second and the third fight. He used his size. But yeah, man, it just had no effect. You know, the way that Usyk just pushed him back, pushed him around the ring and bullied him, and yeah, man, it was just a great performance. I had Usyk winning by about 2 or 3 rounds. I mean, I don't know what the judges were looking at. The guy that, you know, scored it for Fury, but I didn't like what was said afterwards. In the post-fight interview about because Fury getting on the mic and saying that that he only won the fight because of the war in Ukraine. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. That's really not cool. And the Furies have sort of shown themselves up all week, to be fair, with his dad. I mean, his dad seems like a terrible human being. He really does. And yeah, they're sort of showing themselves up in Saudi, and that's not, look, we're not like that, man, back in Britain. We're not all like that. We play it cool, man. We have a bit about us, do you know what I mean?
So anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed the content, please like this video and subscribe for more MMA news.